Hey, fellow YouTubers, it's me again, John Lavelle, and I want to talk to you about the truth of global warming. What's really happening, not what scientists claim is happening. Now remember that scientists, they go into research, and the only way to get a grant is, well, they have to be published in the peer reviews, and then once they're published, they can apply for a grant, and they always hope they're going to get a long-term grant, say 10, 20 years, studying some issue that may be affecting global warming. You know, I admit that there is a state of global warming. There's no question about it. The temperature of the world is going up, and yeah, it's has been for years. Margaret Thatcher actually wanted to bring in the nuclear program in England, but it was a tough sell. So she had gone to the scientists and said, you know, here's some money, give me something that I can persuade the population to consider nuclear energy as opposed to the alternative energies, which were causing pollution, but they were also very expensive to produce, and she wanted to go with the nuclear program. So they were brilliant, came up with this word called global warming and climate change, and with that she was able to go ahead with her ideas, and they went to the nuclear program. But I mean, the truth about global warming is this: it's caused by man-made surfaces, is what it's caused by. And I'll give you an example. Well, I'll tell you what I started with. I did my own experiment. So this here is a, I don't know if you can see that. This here is a meat thermometer. You stick the fork into the meat, and it will give you a core reading of the meat, especially like a chicken. You want 160 degrees. Once you hit, this thing reads 100. This is digital, by the way. Once you hit 160 degrees, the chicken's done. Now you can get these in analog. Analog costs about $5. It does the same thing. It's a you know, a readout with a little needle and some temperatures, and has like a little nail spike that you fire it into the into the meat, and they give you a reading. Now, I took this outside, and I decided I would check to see what the temperature of the ground is. Excuse me. And I noted that the ground is much cooler than the air is. See, we'll just say that the air is 80 degrees. The ground is much cooler than the air. So I checked trees, and found that the trees, be on the sun side or on the shade side, really doesn't matter. They're much cooler than the air. Water is cooler than the air. Like if you go to the lake or a river or something, much cooler than the air. Rocks are much cooler than the air, except if you find like a black rock that's been sitting in the sun all day. It doesn't come up much hotter than the air, but it's sometimes won't be lower. But black rocks don't represent very much as far as surface goes. Now, here's where you're going to find heat. If you take the thermometer and lay it on the driveway of your home, you'll notice it is not the temperature of the air. It is not below the temperature of the air. It is much hotter than the temperature of the air. In fact, it will go over 100 degrees. You've probably driven along roads where you've looked out in the distance, and you'll see the wavy surface above a road. That's air heating up from the road. These roads can get well, they can get a point where you couldn't walk on them with bare feet because the road is just too hot. So you're looking at 130 degrees. And how many roads are there? How many driveways are there? Roads, there are millions and millions and millions of miles. And all across North America, huge highways and huge parking lots for like Walmart, schoolyards, industrial complexes, commercial complexes. I mean, the tarred surface is unbelievable in North America. How much of an area it covers if you were to look at all of it. The next issue is how much surface do roofs. The roof on your house is going to go above 140 degrees. And with the sun, it is so hot that they will burn your running shoes. You can't even sit on the surface. You don't dare put your hands on the surface. That's how hot it is, especially if the roof is a black roof. The darker the roof, the hotter it gets. Then you got all your commercial buildings that have tarred roofs, industrial buildings that have tarred roofs. How many houses are there? In the millions, hundreds of millions of homes. Industrial roofs they're whole areas for industry. They're whole areas for commercial buildings. I mean, if you were to look down at the city, you'll see that how much of the surface is covered by the surfaces that I'm describing. There are temperatures that are massive temperatures, and this is spewing out into the atmosphere all day. So this is where your temperatures are coming up, and they're holding these temperatures all day. And a lot of them can hold it right to the morning. I mean, a roof gets hot, 140, 150 degrees. It won't be down by the morning. It's already preheated and ready for the sun again. And then you have your chimneys in the wintertime, which are pushing out smoke. It's not smoke, but the heat, residual heat from heating your home. That's how the chimney works. As hot air rises, so this is how you get your. This is why you have a chimney, and then you take your air conditioners, go outside, and you'll note that the air conditioner is spewing out heat because it's a heat exchanger. You get cold in the house, hot outside. It just pumps out heat. And this is truly what's causing global warming. Now, is there a solution? I don't think so. What are you going to do, paint all the roads white? You're going to paint the roofs white? You're going to give up heating your house in the wintertime? No more air conditioning? People need this because for health issues. Older people can't endure hot days every day. So really there's no answer. So anyways, that's the truth about global warming. And remember, you heard it here first. I mean, I wanted to share that with you so that we don't all keep getting weird and talking about what it truly isn't. Anyways, that is the truth of what it is. Anyways, thanks for your time, and I was going to say have a good day, but have a day anyways. See ya.